Hey everybody, and welcome to our True Image YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my personal reflection out of our book, Walking in Your True Image, and it's going to be on our last lesson, which is talking about being equipped. So I just wanted to come on here just for a few minutes and just share with you my final thoughts on this lesson and just the book in general. So we talked about being equipped and how you are to help other people be equipped in the things that God's called them to do. One of the things that I have learned over the years of being in ministry is that if you're not careful, and this is something I struggled with and something I have to constantly check myself on, and that is not getting to the point, don't allow yourself to get to the point to where you are so busy equipping other people that you forget to equip yourself. Now, some people are all about equipping themselves. They could care less about other people. And some people are so focused on helping other people and equipping them that they're neglecting themselves. And that's kind of more along the lines that I have struggled with for a lot of my years in ministry, is that I so badly would focus on other people. I would fast and pray for other people because I care for people so much. But it got to the point to where I was so unhealthy, because remember we talked about your physical, emotional, and spiritual environments. I was so unhealthy that I was not taking care of myself, and my physical body was suffering, my emotions were suffering, my own personal spiritual life was suffering because I kept trying to help other people that I neglected myself. And I just have always been the type of person, even with money, okay, well, I'll do without so-and-so can have. And that got me into some trouble a little bit financially, just because then when I needed something or basic life needs happen, like your car, tires, all that kind of stuff happened, I didn't have the cash, so I'd have to put it on a credit card because I gave my cash to this person, or I took so-and-so shopping because they didn't have anything. And so the Lord really had to help me. Okay, Lindsey, let's use wisdom here. But that's just always been my thing. Give. And even if you're suffering, God's going to take care of you. And although we are to give, and I have not stopped giving, I just have had to learn, okay, Lindsey, you can't empty out your whole checking account or give away your whole, paycheck, to go to somebody else. You just can't do that. And so, unless the Lord told you to, obviously. But so when it comes to being equipped, I just want to encourage you, yes, help other people, but make sure that you're taking time to equip yourself, because that's my personal reflection for this lesson, is because being a new mom and, I'm still having to balance, and I'm thinking, man, how do moms work full time and have a family and take care of their home and take care of themselves? And it's not like there's extra hours in the day for you. I mean, we all have the same hours, but it's like, okay, if I have to get up earlier, if I have to stay up later, or, you plan all these things and, you're running the roads, you're back and forth, doing this, doing that. There's so much responsibility, and God is not going to put so much responsibility on us to where we can't handle it. And that's something I've had to learn, is that as you're helping equip people, make sure that you're equipping yourself too. And one of the things, I don't know if I share this in another video, but a friend of mine told me after I had Oliver, she said, now there's all kind of moms, there's all different kind of kids, because there's different mom personalities or different kid personalities. So she goes, I'm not going to give you all those, my opinions, but I'm going to give you one thing that can transcend any mom, any kid, any situation in your life. Of course, I was like, okay, tell me. And she said, give yourself grace. And so that word I have stuck to all year is to give myself grace to be a mom, because I've never been a mom before. Give myself grace to be a wife and a mom. Give myself grace to do the things that God's calling me to do. And I don't have to run myself ragged, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, trying to do and accomplish things, which that was my mentality. for so long was that's how I would try to do things and live my life. Excuse me, people are calling me on my phone. Trying to do things so much to where I would run myself, to the bone, and I was no good for anybody. So I say that to say, as you're helping equip other people, make sure that you are also equipping yourself and give yourself grace. Give other people grace. You and I, as much as we want to be super women, we're not. Now, we have the power of God on the inside of us. We are all kinds of super women. But even in our own strength, just learn how to rest. That's something that God's been showing me over the past 2 years. It's not just resting your body, it's resting your mind. Which I felt like last year I rested my body, but my mind was not resting. This year I really focused on, yes, having my body still, but also resting my mind as well. And so one of the things that I pray over our son, my husband and I pray every night, is that we are graced to be his parents and he is graced to be our son. And that we are called, we are graced and equipped to do the things that God's called us to do. So I just want to encourage you, don't get so caught up in equipping people that you're neglecting yourself, because you're important. And I've been there way too many times where I ran myself ragged trying to do and be all these things, because that's that performance-driven thing that I still have to crucify daily, and just rest and know that, God, you've got me, you've graced me, you've equipped me, you've qualified me, even in our weaknesses, God, you've qualified us, because where we're weak, God, you're strong. So I just want to encourage you, make sure, if you're not, make sure that you are taking time to equip yourself, because there are dreams that God has for you. And so be encouraged. Let God use you. Let God pour through you. But also don't forget to let God, to see yourself, that God still wants to do things for you as well. That's something that a couple of my friends have reminded me this year is, Lindsey, don't forget to dream, like your dreams, because I felt like when you try to help so many people, you put your stuff on hold. And you're like, okay, well, God will get to me whenever. But God wants to do things for you too. And I just want to encourage you. That's something that God's been showing me is, yes, Lindsey, I want to use you to help people, but don't lose yourself in helping people, so much to the degree that you're not dreaming for yourself, because I've been there. And as much as I love helping people, and I love it, and it makes me so happy to see people walk in their purpose that God has for them, God still has something for you too. So anyway, be encouraged, and thank you so much for watching. And I don't know what's coming next with True Image, but I know it's going to be awesome. And so if you've loved these teachings, please make sure you share them. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on social media at My True Image. And so we'll see what all that God has. And thank you for being a part. And if I haven't met you yet, I look forward to meeting you very, very soon. Thanks for watching, and until next time.